Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Just give me a moment. I'm trying to click go live here on Instagram. It is not working for me today. Jeez Louise. Why does Instagram have to be so complicated when you're not on a phone? All right. Well, I'll let it go. Welcome, everyone, and welcome today. Okay, so as you can see at the title here, a piece of a franchise. So what do I mean by that? Well, first of all, we'll talk about that in a second because I think it's important to have a better understanding. I've noticed sometimes messages can be confusing, and I'm the one to blame. Maybe my message is not clear, and I apologize for that. That's how we learn, right? We learn as we go and grow. So, first of all, I want to talk to you about focus. Focus. And what do I mean by that? Focus on a goal. So, in the next 6 months, coming into the new year, right? So, you could have like a month in right now or 2 months in if you're already started, and then the next 4 months come into the new year, and you're going to have created these amazing new habits for the summer or the spring, right? And it could range from anything, whatever your goal is, whether it's to exercise, eat healthier, have better sleep pattern, start a business, or if you're in business, you want to focus maybe on specifics such as I want to master my StreamYard, or I want to master YouTube, I want to master Facebook advertising, I want to make my message clear, whatever it is, give yourself a good 6 months to create those habits. And by creating those habits, it just becomes slowly part of who you are. And don't feel like you're going to miss out on what's happening around you in your life. Let me tell you, if you're that type of person who's a go-getter and you're going to create those amazing changes for yourself, oh my goodness, no one around you is going to change unless they're doing the same type of work. Like everything is going to be exactly the same. You're not going to miss out on anything. So don't worry about that. But yeah, it's important to do exactly that and be detailed, like really dig deep into one specific thing. Because if you're thinking about many other goals, what happens is that you start weaving in and out into different parts of your life, and you're not mastering that one thing. Okay. This is me, Mel, certified NLP coach, who is explaining to you how it works. I've had my practice for, oh my goodness, now 7 years, right? I have over 30,000 hours of experience, probably even more in this field. And I would say if you really want to reach a goal, you really need to break it down to one tiny specific goal. Okay, so when I say exercise, I mean, okay, let's take exercise as an example because I used to be in this field. It doesn't mean go to the gym. It means pick something that you really like. It doesn't mean you have to go every day. We're all at a different place, right? Maybe for you, it's only 3 times a day, 3 times a week. And if it's for your business, right? Maybe you've had it for a while and you're always, let's say, on Facebook and you've mastered Facebook, right? But you want to expand, then pick another social media platform and just focus on that. I think the message is pretty clear, but sometimes we need to hear it over and over again to really understand. So that being said, I have my business of my own, and I've come to realize that maybe it wasn't clear, or sometimes depending on your level of entrepreneurship and where you've been and the level of business that you've achieved, you might look at it and have no idea what the heck I'm talking about. but if you're already maybe in business, you might have a better understanding and you get it when I talk about what I do. So what do? I help women and I guide them through the process of creating an online business. Everyone's going online. So prior to this, right, I used to be with an MLM company. And prior to that, I had my practice as well, like I had mentioned before, as an NLP coach. And to be online where everybody is going, there's a lot of moving parts, right? There's websites, there's email, there's CRM, there's social media, there's advertising, and then the mindset. So, what I do when I guide these women is that everything is already in place for them. Everything from A to Z, not just the tech part, but also being affiliated with various companies for you to be able to, make money, because we're all here trying to make money, right? So when I say like what you're seeing here, a piece of the franchise, I think it's important to understand exactly that. There's this system that is created. And yes, you are owning the business. It's yours. You are responsible for your business, but you're buying a piece of a franchise, right? McDonald's. It's not just McDonald's that owns every local McDonald's on the planet. No, there are people who have purchased a franchise of McDonald's and they follow the model and they do exactly that. They have their own business. They have to run it. They have to get employees. It is the name McDonald, but they bought a piece of it. So basically, that is what I offer. I offer a piece of that franchise to people who are interested in creating a business online from A to Z, right? Think about, again, if you understand this better, sometimes our brains understand better when we could physically see something. And I know it's really hard sometimes when it's online, but again, a McDonald's, right? You maybe own the land or the building, but if not, you own the actual franchise and you're given this model and you have to follow it. I'm repeating myself. I know. Perimenopause. But it's important. And I repeat it for a reason, because sometimes our brain needs to hear it many times for us to understand it. So online, right? Because you're not seeing it, but you're online. And what do you do once you've owned this piece of the franchise? Well, you do exactly what I'm doing. You're helping the next person to build that franchise as well. Now you're going to say, oh my God, is this like an MLM? No, it's not. I want you to get that thought process out of your mind. It is not an MLM. Okay. It is literally buying a piece of the franchise and then you're guiding somebody else to build their franchise. And the training. So again, if you were to be a McDonald's franchise owner, you would have all this training. Same with this online world. You get the training necessary to start it up. You're not the one who's going to build the website. You're not the one who's going to create that CRM and have all the email automation done. Do it yourself. It will be done for you. There's training, however, on advertising, on social media, on mindset. All of that is there for you to learn and to build from there. The beauty of this amazing franchise is that you learn so much and you acquire so much experience, because there's a big part of it too, that it's mindset. And myself, if you join me, I guide you. Like, I will be there with you every step of the way. I won't just let you be on your own. So it's important to understand that you get all these moving parts, and the mindset part too is really important, because I think a lot of people, when they see things that are done online, they think, oh, everything will happen overnight. Well, no, the person that buys the McDonald's franchise, they don't end up the very next day with boop, um, customers right at their door. No, you have to get your employees, you have to set everything up, you have to train them, you have to, okay, McDonald's, I don't think you have to advertise that much because they do a lot of advertising for you. And you probably get customers once you open those doors. But what I'm trying to say is that it is not this, get rich quick scheme at all. So you go through the training. I'm there with you every step of the way. And I'm really pushing this November because of this opportunity that the franchise is offering, is that you could really step up your game a lot faster than any other month that I've ever seen in the last 7 years. It's like kind of like, thanks for buying a piece of this franchise, and we're going to reward you for doing so, more so with this really nice sum of money. So once you've got everything started, right, you keep connected with other entrepreneurs. There are weekly masterminds for you to learn from experts. There are daily drop-ins if you feel that you want to learn more on a certain topic, again, from experts that are sharing with other entrepreneurs how to do so, which is amazing. And if you happen to be an expert, you could create your own course and offer it to the 250,000 members that are part of this amazing business opportunity. And I don't even want to call it an opportunity, right? I want to call it, I forget the word. Oh my God, I'm totally drawing a blank. Damn, perimenopause. It is not just for someone who wants to hustle. No, I want people that are ready to grab and go with it, run with it. So this amazing piece of the franchise that you have offers continuous support as well. And if you're only tuning in, I'm highly, highly suggest that you go back and listen to what I said prior to these last 12 minutes, because I think it gives you really good understanding of exactly what I do and what you would be doing. And you know what? There's all these other little amazing bonuses, such as meeting up actually one-on-one, because this is global. It's like McDonald's. So being global, sometimes you could feel like, oh my God, I only see people online, and it kind of gets tiresome, right? We need that human connection. So it's so nice to know that wherever you live, there are communities coming together to meet up, whether on a business level or just for fun. Other bonus, there's a book club. So if you're a big reader, I love to read a lot, there is a book club. And this amazing book club also offers you to share what you've read. And then they pick the top 3 reviews. And guess what? You could win a prize, and it's cash money in your pocket. All these little added bonuses, which I find absolutely amazing, right? To keep you plugged in, connected. And if you do speak another language, again, keep using McDonald's as an example. Guess what? Things are translated for you, right? Training is translated for you, videos are translated for you. And some of the amazing people, some of these experts, they could help translate things for you as well, because again, it is a global business. So thank you so much for tuning in. This is a lot longer than I thought it would be, but I'm really passionate about it. I really wanted to share this with you guys, and I hope that you get to be curious and ask me questions. No strings attached, right? Don't be afraid to ask questions when you see somebody offering something. I know some people could be very pushy, but if it's not for you, you just say thank you. I mean, somebody messaged me today. I woke up this morning with messages in my inbox of people offering me other opportunities, and I always reply back, thank you so much. But at this time, it is not for me, So don't be afraid to say no, and don't be afraid to say yes and see where it could take you. Have a wonderful day, everyone.